This is the future.
One setup in Warframe that I really love playing is when I'm able to kill steel path enemies and beyond just by using the abilities alone of a Warframe. That is why I love Dagath and Protea. And right now, I also love Jaya. This Warframe just ascended after the Abyss of Death update. After the shield rework, a pillaged Jaya is so much better when it comes to survivability, and because of the pet rework, specifically the Nautilus with the cordon mod, I now can group enemies and don't need to put overextended in my build to maximize the number of enemies hit by pillage so I can regain shield. Also, just by having the basic range mods in my build and not the corrupted version, I can maximize the power strength of Jaya's abilities. I can increase the overall damage of her abilities, as well as make pillage more potent when it comes to stripping defenses. With Molt augmented, it gets better, and so far I'm enjoying this build in my farming and testing spot, which is the Steel Path Conjunction Survival. The good thing right now is, aside from the shield gating mechanic, we can rely on Arcane Aegis plus adaptation, along with high shield values to somehow work as a secondary layer of defense for Jaya before shield break occurs. Once shield is broken, we get at least 1.83 seconds of invulnerability, and this allows us to regain shield values again with the help of pillage. When it comes to energy, I have also no problem with Jaya now in steel path levels because of the equilibrium mod paired with the synth deconstruct in my Nautilus. By the way, you can get more invulnerability from shield gating by adding redirection in this build. Just take out Augur Reach if you are okay with just the stretch mod. Anyway, you'll be pulling enemies with the Nautilus mod with the help of the Cordon Precept. This is the build I currently have for my Nautilus right now. As you can see, there's no survivability mod as I don't need it at all. With the Momentous Bond, I can just kill one Iximus to lower the recovery time of my companion. Mystic Bond also helps in energy economy as it works well with Jaya considering this is a caster build, and Duplex Bond mod also procs every time I cast Jaya's first ability or pillage, and it will duplicate the Nautilus, creating 3 clones that will shoot Hellstrom to proc multiple statuses to enemies, which then makes manifold bond procs and lower the cooldown of the Cordon Precept. This means that you will be constantly pulling targets with this precept, allowing you to maximize the kill speed of Jaya just by using her abilities. The best part is, with pillage stripping the armor and shield of enemies, they are very susceptible to the red crit electric damage, and with cathode current augment in the build, it makes the damage even better. Cathode current is a Warframe augment mod for Jaya's cathode grace that causes enemies killed to release an additional discharge from rotor swell and extend its duration. This works well with the group setup for this build, and it's really insane if you also pair it with her first ability. Now, many would suggest that it would be better to subsume pillage on her first ability, but I think with this current build, I prefer replacing her second ability as Arc Sphere does allow me to stack those red crit electric damage fast. When I have an Arc Sphere on the field, I constantly see those red crit electric damage, which is insane and melting every enemy that it touches. By the way, if you want to follow the build down the wire, then you will need to put Archon Shards in your build. The yellow Archon Shard is just a personal choice as I like more casting speed in my Jaya, but the most important thing here are the blue Archon Shards, which give out energy. You will need to put Prime Flow in your build if you have no blue Archon Shards for energy, as equilibrium is required for the energy economy of this build. The only problem with this build though, is you can't use grouping mechanic of the Nautilus mod in missions like Duviri Circuit. However, if you try the max range version of this, having overextended in the build, it will somehow be as good as the Star Chart version, since the decrease will eventually make Jaya more powerful. In addition, equilibrium will not be as effective in Duviri Circuit as we don't have something to proc health orb drops in here. Best that you just put Prime Flow in that slot, or Power Strength mod if you happen to have blue Archon Shards in your build. Honestly, I'm enjoying Jaya so much right now that I even don't like farming the Conjunction Survival with my Necros anymore. Necros or Koro are the main Warframes I used for farming this mission, but right now, I don't care about farming and all I care about is having fun with non-meta Warframes. By the way, if you see this video early, then hop onto my Twitch channel as I'm currently streaming right now. I will see you there, and also, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.